Hi beautiful souls, welcome back to the channel, Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. If you're new to this channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I'm here to make spirituality fun and accessible for you. Please remember to take what resonates, leave what does not resonate, because you are the creator of your reality, the co-creator with the universe. Using your free will, you get to decide that the life that you want to create for yourself. Okay. So in this pick a card reading, we're going to be looking into, I already forgot what it was. We're going to be looking into how you can, okay, so this is what's going on. For this reading, essentially the guides wanted to give you a peek into, like your higher self wanted to give you a peek into the life that you get to experience if you choose the pathway of vulnerability, of being honest with yourself, and of choosing a pathway that is aligned with your heart. So sometimes we let a lot of fear stop us from moving forward, from making choices. And we know, like we can sense it. We can sense that it's going to be somewhat rewarding, but there's so much that stops us. And what really inspired me to create this reading, I was listening to an older woman. I think she might be in her either her late 60s or early 70s. Can't tell. She's aging phenomenally. But at the age of 60, she decided to sign up for this cycling trip. She's never done it before. She thought it was so selfish. And she decided that she wanted to travel along the coast. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not a fitness person, but I have so much admiration for people who can do that kind of thing at the age of 60. And since then, she's gone on numerous trips that have just blown her mind and inspired her. But she put it off for so long. She wanted to do that. And that just really just goes to show, like, the soul doesn't care how old you are. It wants you to live out your dreams. And so in this reading, we're going to get the universe is going to help you shift your perspective to help you understand the value of you following your dream. Okay, we're gonna have 3 piles to choose from. Check out any of the other content on my channel. I do collective channel messages. I have a series called The Wake of Call. I have a series called Manifesting with the Divine. And I have another channel called Shantia's New Chapter, where I'm doing a series called Worthy, Flirty, and Thriving. Everything is linked below. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. Hi beautiful souls, welcome to the point where you get to pick and choose your group. So let me go ahead and introduce the groups to you. We have group number 1 with the opalite, we have group number 2 with the green onyx, and we have group number 3 with the green adventurine. Let's go ahead and start our meditation. Here is the singing bowl. Hey group number 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely opalite, then this is going to be the reading for you. So yeah, we're going to get a perspective. Your higher self, got it. The higher self, your universe, the universe wants to show you a perspective, a peek into what you can experience should you allow yourself to be vulnerable and live the life that is aligned with your heart. Live a pathway. Oh, yeah, y'all know what I'm saying, okay? All right, so as usual, I will pull energies first, meditate with a crystal, unveil your oracle cards, and then pull some tarot. So let's go ahead and get started. Guides, dial me into the energies of group number 1, please. I mean, it's gonna be lit. Group number one, it's gonna be lit if you allowed yourself to go. So I was getting this energy of like shyness or hesitation, and it was like this object. I don't know. My visions are very abstract, so but there's like this object. It was supposed to be representing you, and it was coming out of hiding, like a hidey hole, and it was being seen by other people, I guess, and it was just coming out. So it was giving me this energy of that last scene of War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning, where everyone's coming out of their houses and the sun is shining and the alien robots are demolished and gone. It's like that. That's how it's going to feel for you. Like a huge relief, a huge, like, this is the life. I can breathe again. What would have happened if I stayed in the darkness, hiding away all this time? I would have missed all of this. I would have missed celebrating all of this. And you are most definitely going to be lit. Once you really follow your heart, you're going to be lit. You are going to feel so inspired, and you're going to be celebrating with people. So every person lives in their own reality. They live in their own reality, and we, depending on the frequency we're embracing for ourselves, that's the reality we perhaps get to create or experience with other people. Like, we get to experience the same reality. You are asking for yourself to experience a similar reality to the people who can relate to you, who are excited to celebrate life, who are on fire. I feel like you're going to be feeling so on fire for your passions. You're going to feel inspired to keep going, and you're going to be surrounded by a group of people who inspire you. That's how it's going to be. It's going to keep going. It's just the fires, once it's lit, the fire, it was just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what I'm getting. Life is going to get bigger. It's going to get more expansive for you. Your consciousness, your realities are going to expand into higher levels of consciousness and what you realize is possible. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and meditate with the opalite. This is my first time meditating with this, I think. I'm pretty sure it is. So finally got an opalite in my collection. Exciting. Let's go ahead and see what I can pick up here for you, group number one. Oh my gosh, what a sweet vision. So I was getting this energy of, it's so funny that I brought up that story about the 6-year-old woman, but yeah, I was seeing someone who's old, and they were looking at and reviewing their life. They were looking, like, they were assessing, wow, look at all I've done. So a lot of you have this opportunity to look back. Like, you're gonna have no regrets. You're gonna look back on your life and you're gonna be like, wow, look at all I've done, all I've created, all I've experienced, and now I'm here, and it's such an honor to be old. It's such an honor to be old. Yeah. So I was getting the energy of, and I was getting like a flash. So it's gonna all happen in a flash. It will, I know, like, it is important for us to be present and for us to savor those moments, but it will feel like it is gonna hit you on one day, and you're gonna look at it all and you're gonna be like, it happens in a flash. And you're going to be looking around, we're like, wow, I'm so glad I said yes. Because it happened, everything just happened so quickly. Life just passed by so quickly within a flash. It's kind of taking me to the movie Click with Adam Sandler, where he's like clicking away his life. Unfortunately, he was clicking away, fast forwarding, and missing all the special parts. But I think they are also conveying that, like, if you don't say yes to those moments, it's all gonna go by in a flash, and you're gonna look back thinking, I wish I had done that. I wish I'd tried that out. And for you, because I just kept getting this energy of someone looking at everything, I feel like you're just gonna feel so amazed at everything you've done. Like, wow, what a pleasure it is to be alive. What a pleasure it is to be here in this home with my family, or the people I care about, to be surrounded by the people I care about, to be surrounded by the in an environment that I love and I appreciate. But I just get taken care of, and so wise as well. So wise. Okay, so let us see into the opalite if I can pick up anything. Yeah, I'm getting this energy of small fish, big fish. And both of them are you. So it's like maybe you're at a point where you see yourself as a small fish in terms of you moving towards your goals and dreams, but you're going to become a big fish. And I was actually getting the energy, I didn't say it, of like Yoda. I was picking up Yoda. That's kind of what I was seeing. I didn't, it was like some like old wrinkly, but it wasn't a human. But I was kind of getting this energy of Yoda. I feel like you're going to be like a master. You will have mastered so many things and be like a leader to other people who can give them guidance, but people are going to really respect you and look up to you for you having gone through all of your experiences. So you are going to be like a big fish who people respect. And I'm also seeing, like, I don't know if you want kids, but I'm seeing like grandkids around you just being like, we love you. We love you. You inspire us. Otherwise, it's going to be a community of people, younger kids to younger people who feel inspired by you. And I'm just getting this really warm, fuzzy energy from you where people just feel like you're welcoming. It's like you can be not like a grumpy old man, but sometimes like when people, the older they get, the less they care about how other people feel about their expressions and how they look. That's what I'm getting from you. But people have so much admiration and respect for you, and they're just drawn to your warmth and your wisdom. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. So I forgot to announce that I was going to be showing you guys your oracle cards as I'm doing this. So let's do it. Okay. All right. Let's unveil your oracle cards, group number 1. We have water, and I think this was to clarify for it. Cancer. Oh, you are that sweet, nurturing soul. I love it. You guys got a lot of cards. We have here forgiveness, Branwen. I might have to just double check to make sure everything is in the frame. We have here Benzai 10 Beauty. Okay. You're going to be feeling beautiful, having a glow up. Dilettante, Storyteller. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys got a lot of cards. Friendship, Life Purpose. Oh my gosh. This is insane. We have here Sudden Wealth. Okay. The question is, what are you not going to experience? Group number 1. I have to layer it over because it's not enough space. We have your checkered flag. Conclusion. We have your universe. Infinite. Source. We have your roadblocks. Yeah. And the mirror. Okay. Let me just make sure everything is... Yeah, I can't zoom out, so that's the best I can do. Okay, so the way I would describe it, okay, so for you, this group number 1, you're going to be experiencing a very nurturing, warm, loving experience with the people that you really care about with this Cancer and water energy. I'm not going to pick up any of the cards, so we'll just flash between my face and looking at the cards. You're going to be such a nurturing, like that's Cancer, and that's opalite. Opalite, I don't know, but opalite might be connected to Cancer. I just feel the energies with the crystals. I don't really know too much about them. But very intuitive. So you're going to be very dialed into using your intuition to create the life that you've always dreamed of and always wanted for yourself. There's a lot about connection. Cancers are very popular because they're very in tune with the masses, very in tune with other people's energy, very in tune with family. So there's a lot about family connections. We have the friendship card. Bring to me friendship, true, sharing, laughter, understanding too. Just there's going to be such a carefree, freedom-like relationship that you create with the people that you care about and love. There's so much forgiveness that is opening up for you and available to you with this 7. You're going to be a very forgiving person. So the vulnerability that the universe is calling for you to embrace is forgiveness. If there have been people who have wronged you in the past, who have disappointed you, just know that this was all to help you get to the place of understanding contrasts and understanding the value of creating a life that you really want. We're not here to control people. We're not here to... It might be nice to demand an apology, but doesn't it feel so much better when someone just gives it to you out of their own desires? And that's why it's important for people to have that space to change if they desire to do so. But you can always communicate your struggles. But the forgiveness also conveys this energy. I think there's a lot of forgiveness around like family trauma that's going to be happening for you if you embrace vulnerability, and open yourself up. For some of you, there is a fear. Yeah, I was getting this shiner energy. We have here the roadblock, block, change, barriers, challenges, time to regroup, stuck, paralyzed. So whatever is keeping you paralyzed, perhaps it's this fear of no stability. Like you won't be able to experience the stability that you've always wanted for yourself. And you get blocked. We all experience those roadblocks, but we have to push through them, and we have to just do it anyways. I always tell people your dreams are your blueprint. It's there to guide you. It's there to guide you and show you the way. When you don't follow the dream, there's so much resistance that ends up being created in your life. So you're going to learn how to overcome these roadblocks because you're trusting this universal infinite source, right? You're connected to the everything, the ether. You understand that the universe is here to show you. You know, I loved how I was saying the higher self, and we have here higher perspective. I feel like you are so deeply connected with your higher self and being able to live the life that you've always wanted and feel freedom. Freedom is an experience. It's not necessarily going or doing anything, but it's an experience. And I think you're going to be learning that not only can you experience this within yourself, but you can create it outside of yourself too, as well. Yeah, very beautiful. I think there's so much creative things that you feel called to do. This reading is actually blowing me away. I was just like collaborating with my guides on what a topic to do, and I was like, ooh, and then this, and then this, and then it kept adjusting until I came to what it was, like the higher perspective. It's going to show you what your life is going to look like if you are vulnerable. But very much so, you have a life purpose, a huge calling that you feel called to do. It has a lot to do with compassion. It has a lot to do with you following your intuition and perhaps just really tapping into that feminine energy of creativity and overflow. So with the dilettante here, the dilettante just creates without the need for a title. You know, it's just like, I'm going to be creative. And the dilettante is happy to do random things. And honestly, I feel like that's what we're supposed to do. It is nice to create consistency. I think that's one of the huge roadblocks for you with this 4 Capricorn is I need consistency in my life. And there's a fear of stability or consistency or security, but security is an illusion. You know, anything can happen at any moment. Our status, our things can be taken away from us. So we might as well live the life that we've always wanted for ourselves. So with the storyteller, I feel like you're going to have so many stories about you challenging yourself and being pushed past challenges that you decided to take the chance on. You have the ability to inspire people through your story. Perhaps I was definitely seeing like kids, grandkids being around you. Perhaps they're the ones who are going to be so inspired by your story to live their true authentic life. And there's no shortage of family and connections around you, especially with this friendship. You're going to have real friends around you because you're choosing to be authentic with who you are. And you're also having a glow up. So it's like, what is there not to experience as a result of you choosing to follow your heart? You're going to be so much more self-aware of who you are and how you operate. And yeah, there's something about beauty coming through here with the Benzai 10 beauty. So even moon, water, Cancer energy can be quite beautiful, very illuminating. So I feel like this beauty, this outer glow up is created from your inner source, you know, glowing from the inside out. I like to call it the spiritual glow up. So you're going to see yourself, I think, just have a lot more confidence when it comes to your image and being seen. Just feeling so comfortable in your body is what I'm getting for you. And then just to put the cherry on the top here, we have your sudden wealth. So you are going to experience that financial compensation because you're really tapping into this essence with this universe and infinite. You're tapping into the essence of abundance in and of itself in all forms. So you're going to be living a life that is truly so abundant, and you will be taken care of. And that was actually one of the messages that I got. I'm just like, I think you got it. You got the house. You got all of that taken care of. You lived the life that you wanted as a result of you following your heart. And if you've always desired for like real connections, you opening your heart is what's pulling these real connections to you. Here. Yeah, you will have achieved so much. We have here a checkered flag, but there's just, it's all over your reading, you know, storytelling, creativity, real connections, self-awareness. You will have achieved everything you would have always wanted to achieve by the time you decide to exit. I feel like that's what your soul is calling for you to do. It's like, let's do it all. Why not? The sky is the limit here. Okay. Very interesting. We have a lot of we have 2 4s and 2 7s. So I think stability is just a shoe-in for you guys. That's most definitely something that's coming towards you and in your life. And it's coming through just divine abundance with these 2 7s here. A lot of divine abundance that wants to come towards you. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some cards. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera off here. If I record the whole thing, it's going to take forever to download onto my computer. Okay, so guides, tell us... what is a message you really want to give to number 2, perhaps from their higher self, giving them a perspective into what it will do for them to be vulnerable and follow their passion? What do you want them to know? We have here the Tower card. And we have here Ace of Swords. Ooh! This feels pretty... This feels like not nice. This feels like now. This feels like it's relevant to your current life situation here. I think you're looking for some kind of guidance or clarity about what you're needing to do moving forward. And I feel like the guides are just letting you know, hey, it's coming. The guidance that you need, that insight. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify this Tower card. We have the King of Swords, and can I get a clarifier for the Ace of Swords? Okay, so I think your biggest challenge is speaking your truth. Hermit card. Your biggest challenge is speaking your truth. I think that's the thing. It's so interesting. The woman who was giving her speech, the 6-year-old woman who was talking about her story, she said she was afraid people would judge her, basically, if she let people know what was going on. Not only that, she was afraid people would judge her when she decided to pursue her dreams. She was also afraid that people would judge her for talking about her failures or the things that, you know, she considered failures. This is going to change. It's going to change the game for you, group number 1. It's going to change the game for you. The more that you speak your truth, the more you're just going to go through this deeply transformative experience, and you're going to feel so empowered. It's going to be like victory after victory after victory. You guys have a very lit throat chakra here with this King of Swords. Very lit throat chakra. You are most definitely, one of your life purposes is through your storytelling and speaking your truth and talking about certain experiences that have helped to elevate you. You're a deeply, you're an old soul, deep soul. Here with this Hermit card, you have meditated so deeply on things that you have desired, or you've meditated just deeply on life and the universe and how everything operates, and you have so much wisdom to offer to other people here. You have so much wisdom to offer to other people. So I'm just hearing it's going to be a game changer. It's essentially going to impact the way that you live your life moving forward if you choose to embrace this pathway of yeah, I was getting that Yoda energy, right? Being that wise old soul. Not only are you going to have that wisdom to offer to other people, but it's like once you start, the floodgates are going to open. And it's just going to unlock so much inside of you. Yeah. Okay. Let's give you some advice and then we'll end your reading. Advice for group number 1. We have here Sagittarius, Uranus in the 1st house. There it is again with the Tower card. I feel like group number 1, you should get ready for your life. I feel like you should get ready for your life to change. You're entering into the space where you're hitting a pinnacle moment where there's going to be quite some significant shifts in the way that you operate. Yeah. Can we clarify that Uranus Sagittarius in the 1st house, please? We have here the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's coming. The winds have changed. Tell us more. The winds have changed here. Oops. Was that supposed to come out? Page of Cups. Can you clarify the Three of Swords here? Five of Cups. Wow. Yeah. So much healing. So much healing. So you're at a pinnacle moment right now. It's like from this point moving forward, there's going to be a difference between, you know, living in the darkness and living in the light. It's going to be like that. Two worlds. If you choose to shift the dynamic now, right now, here. So go with the idea. So the universe is most definitely sending you insight and inspiration and ideas for what to do next. You guys you need to go with the idea here. There's so much healing here. So that healing, perhaps you are like, I want to heal. I always tell people part of the healing experience is, yes, we want to meditate and pray, all of that. But the other part of healing is taking action towards your goals and your desires. Because then you realize these roadblocks and fears, they can't stop you. Then you realize that these roadblocks and fears cannot stop you. And that's when you heal. It's like, oh, the moment you do it, you're like, wow. Maybe you want to cry. I always feel like there's always that moment where if you've completed something and let's say you put it off for so long, but you did it anyways, there's a moment where you realize, oh my gosh, I could have done this. But I don't believe in regrets. I feel like the soul is going to push you to experience what it wants to. And from my understanding of how the soul leaves the body is it only leaves after you've done the things. Like you've lived the experience. So there's no such thing as really regrets. If you're, you know, choosing to stay on this earth until a natural death occurs. Okay, so we have your Page of Cups. Yeah, you're gonna feel so free to express yourself like a kid again. You're gonna feel so free to express yourself. Anything else you want to tell us? Anything else you want to let this group know? Capricorn, clarify the Capricorn, please. This reading is amazing. Star card, Judgment. Oh my gosh. What did I say? I said you guys are being... Okay, group number 1. You guys are being activated, like now, here. You guys are being activated by the universe, like right now. You guys are being called right now to your destiny, to your fate, and it is big. Okay, we already saw it here. I'm just giving you the energy of it, but when you actually experience it, it's gonna blow you away for sure. With that Capricorn energy here with the Devil card, there's gonna be a huge release that's gonna happen once you embark on this pathway. And just you go with it. You know, there will be moments where you feel perhaps unsure or uncertain. But for the most part, what is available to you is so much happiness and success. I don't know. I'm getting strong like reputation for this group with that Capricorn energy, because Capricorn can be about status. So there's something about like reputation, status, and what you're known for, what you are meant to be known for. Like you are meant to be known for something, someone, somewhere, doing something. You know, with that water Cancer energy, that's the masses, right? I feel like this is, honestly, I'm getting a bit of like fame and fortune. I'm getting that vibe for you guys. So either way, I mean, you could just be famous in your community, but it don't matter. I think it's just so important that you are seen, and you share your story because it can inspire so many people here. Okay, yeah, with that Uranus, you are here to be an inspiration to other people. It's, I don't know, it's like your profession. Okay, final piece of advice. Let's see if they can clarify the beauty. Sorry. Tower card, Queen of Cups, 3 Wands. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, you're gonna be feeling real beautiful. Well, that's funny. Tower card again. I just feel like there's a pinnacle moment. To me, with the sudden wealth, to me, it's just like sudden. It's not just tangible, like physical, monetary wealth. I'm also getting like a wealth of energy, a surge of energy, a wealth of inspiration, a wealth of connections, a wealth of like a soul tribe energy here to support you. I'm getting that. This is so interesting. Can I go to clarifier for the Queen of Cups? I got here the Star card again. What did I say? Okay. Very interesting. So with that 3 of Wands, that is my big dreamer, bigger perspective energy. And then we have the Queen of Cups and we have the Star card. And we also have, there's going to be like a pinnacle moment for you guys. There's a pinnacle moment where like your life is going to change. There is a specific kind of shift that is happening. It's cooking up right now, where your life is going to be like, not like that, like this, for sure. Yeah, we have North Node Destiny in Aries in the 8th house. Wow. I think you guys are meant to pioneer something. You're meant to live your truth. It might have something to do with your intuition. We have that water Cancer energy, and we have the Queen of Cups. That's right. And the Star. Something about healing or being a healer for other people. Through what you create, not necessarily going up to people and be like, let me heal you. It just might be you're an inspiration to people by them, you telling your story, by you creating some kind of artwork. They're like, wow, I feel so healed in the presence of this energy, because healing is an energy. Do you want to clarify that North Node Aries in the 8th house? Powerful. 10 of Swords. Yeah. Strong. There it is, the Knight of Swords. Okay. Clarify the Knight of Swords for me. And we have here the 5 of Wands. Ooh, that's intense. Yeah. You guys are very resilient souls. I gotta say, very resilient. You're very resilient souls, and for sure you have a calling to just push through a lot of difficult obstacles. A lot of it is internalized. There's just something you guys are meant to pioneer. So it's like, you know, whenever someone pioneers something, it's not popular at first until like decades later or something like that. There's just something you're meant to overcome, like this, a limiting belief. I almost want to say, so it's like the way that people live in general. So I feel like you're here to pioneer some kind of like a book or a system. And one thing I was looking up when I was looking into the human design manifestors, they're very good at being very inventive, because they know how to like manifest powerful situations and ideas to them. And I feel like the universe wants to use you as a vessel to communicate some kind of like futuristic way of living life that other people just may not understand in the moment, but you're meant to push through that, and you're going to have people who support you in this endeavor. Yeah, it's like to other people they'd be like, what are you talking about? You know, when the Seth books, I'm being taken to the Seth tapes or something. I don't even know. That was not my generation. I've never listened to them. I just heard other people referencing them, like Abraham Hicks and other channelers reference the Seth Speaks thing from the 60s. But there's something about you're here to pioneer or be a part of that. A new wave or something like that. A new wave, a new era, you're here to be a part of that experience with other people. So that's why you're going to be Yoda, because you're going to like pioneer something, and people are going to be like, we didn't care about Yoda back in the day. Just kidding. I don't know. We didn't care about baby Yoda like that. But then we had so much respect for him after he pushed through those obstacles. So to me, with that Capricorn energy, that Devil card next to the Star card was conveying this idea of like, you're here to push through some kind of like stuck way of people seeing life. And it's like, it's going to be a strong, intuitive download here. But yeah, huge transformation coming your way. Anything else you want to let this group know before we end this reading? It's pretty amazing. It's amazing. You amazing. Look at that. What did I say? Rahu Aries, Emperor. Okay, you guys are meant to be some kind of significant, like, leader, spiritual leader in your community, leader somewhere, okay? You're meant to be a leader here. You're meant to guide other people and show them, this is the way. This is how we do it. I'm going to be at the front of this. Let's create it. So, really incredible. Really incredible. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here, group number 1. I want to keep going because I just want to keep being nosy. I'm like, what's going on? But honestly, I feel like you guys are going to know as you create it. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Bye. Hey, group number 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely green onyx, it doesn't really have any green, but it's called green onyx. If you chose this, then this is going to be your reading. So I'll pull energies first, meditate with the crystal. I have my phone camera, so I will show you guys the perspective of the cards. And for the other group, they had so many cards, I couldn't pull them and show it. So I'm just going to have them here, and then we'll go back and forth between my face and the cards, and then I will pull some tarot for you. Okay, so we're looking into like a perspective. Your higher self is giving you perspective into what's going to happen if you allow yourself to be vulnerable and listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Okay. Guides, tell me into the energies of group number 2, please. Oh, that's really nice. I feel like I was seeing a star. It was fuzzy though. There's a lot of ethereal energy around this group. Very ethereal energy. So I'm just getting, there's something about your presence that is just so comforting, so sweet for other people, so sweet to other people, so warm and inviting. And it has, I don't know, it has like an impact. Like you just have this warmth, or you shine the light in the room. This is what happens when you allow yourself to be vulnerable. Like your light is just so bright, so warm, so inviting, even to the people who are like probably in their darkest places. I'm getting this like child divine energy from this group. You could lighten up or lighten the day or brighten the day of even the saddest soul. Or souls aren't sad, but the saddest spirits or people who just feel really sad. You have that energy about you. You're just going to be sunlight, very bright, very positive wherever you go. That's what I'm getting this vibe of. Yeah. Okay, let's meditate with the green onyx and see what else I can pull here for you, group number 2. There's something super infectious about this group, about your energy. It's kind of, I think it's raining or snowing. I don't know what's happening out there. But there's something just so infectious about your energy. I felt like I was kind of seeing a bird. Could have been like an ego, but it was a very like ethereal bird. I'm getting phoenix energy for some reason. I'm being taken to the phoenix, but this bird was flying, and as it was flying, it was leaving behind a trail of light, and this light just spread all around. So I feel like you guys are meant to inspire people, perhaps just through living your life, through being happy, through just being you. And it's very infectious. It's giving me this energy of pay it forward. If you've ever seen, I think there's a movie called Pay It Forward. Really sad. With something Olsman back in the day. The boy who played Sixth Sense, or played in The Sixth Sense. But it was so sad because it was about a movie about a boy who tried to help his friend or something, and then he ended up dying. Oh my gosh. Cried so sad. But he was such a positive light. That's you. It's like your spirit, your soul is just, it's so sweet and pure. And that's the impact. Every time you're around people, you just heal them by being around them. You make them feel better, think better, feel more positive. And you don't have to go to them and be like, let me come fix all your problems. It's just like, you're doing your own thing. I feel like you're just doing your own thing, living your life, and you just spread so much light, and it's infectious. Like, people catch it. It's like contagious. They catch it and they're like, okay, now I want to do something in my life that changes something. Now I want to follow my dreams. Now I want to be with the person that I love. That's what you are. Just big bright light. You're a big flashlight. Okay. Let's see. Sunlight, really. Yeah, I'm being taken to a fetus almost immediately. It's like very pure, sweet, like sweet spirit. I feel like you guys are meant to be very protected in this lifetime. You guys are probably old souls, so your soul didn't necessarily need it it didn't need to experience a lot of trauma or whatever. All of that is just for us to awaken. It's not because we're being punished. It's just for us to learn the lesson so we awaken and we raise our consciousness. But I feel like you guys raised your consciousness really quickly, or you learned early on in life really quickly, because I'm getting that fetus energy. Like, you were always maybe a very imaginative kid. you were always going off. You were always maybe like reading. You were always very curious about the universe or witchy things. You were always felt called to that because you're a child of the divine. Like the universe is raising you. It was always going to guide you. Like I can just imagine you're just like this little child. There's a card I have in the abundance deck where these kids are going along a pathway and this angel is guiding them. You guys most definitely have, I think they say everyone has a guardian angel. I can guarantee that you guys have an angel who's helping you, like very, who's specifically guided to help you on this journey. Let me just push the camera a little this way. But yeah, you guys have an angel who is watching over you, and it's making sure that you stay on path. And you're always drawn to the light. Like your soul has done a lot of work in previous lifetimes, and so in this lifetime it was just going to be like, yeah, it was going to be easier, a lot easier for you to find your way. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like I'm going a little off topic, but I don't know that this group needs a lot of advice for how to even see the higher perspective. I think you guys are the higher perspective, because I was getting the bird. I think you guys are the higher perspective. I think you guys are very connected to your higher self. And this is just something to be aware of. Okay, let's see what else I can pick up from this Christo. Yeah, I just get that it's unstoppable. It's like an unstoppable light. Very highly protected. They have this card in the deck where it says divinely favored. I would say divinely favored, not because you're better than others. It's just that I think your soul has you've gone through so many experiences, that you've done so much work, that in this lifetime, your guys just want you to be really happy. They want you to be really happy. That's it. They just want you to be, you're here to be happy. Here, spread the light continuously. You've done it before, but you're here to do it again. Yeah, that's what I'm mostly getting. It's just infectious energy. Let's go ahead and unveil your oracle cards. Okay, so let's unveil your oracle cards. So we have here Spring, New Moon, the Maiden within 3 months. We have here Swords, Scales, Truth, Justice, Due Process by the Book Appeal. We have here Marriage. Oh, are you getting married? Congratulations. I'd like to just congratulate you ahead of time. Okay, Good Cheer. Trouble. Gotcha. We have here House 5. Independence, Lilith, Love It. We have here Mediator. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to double check some of these. Oh, this is supposed to go with the House 5. Mutable and House 5 are supposed to go together. Okay, so you can see all that, I believe. Okay, so group number 2. So what's gonna happen if you say yes? What's gonna happen if you say yes to vulnerability? Well, you're gonna get married, so just kidding. Okay, so for some of you, because I feel like you guys are just very well taken care of, there is a specific partnership, soulmate, divine counterpart who you're meant to experience here in this lifetime. Yeah, there's someone who you're meant to be with. This is someone who is going to feel like good cheer, like your best friend, with kind heart and humor free, make good cheer rule, so mote it be. But in general, if you decide to take a chance, take a risk, take a chance, break away. Yeah, I'm getting the Kelly Clarkson song, Break Away. And break away. Yeah, that song's about being the light and coming out of the darkness, going into the light, breaking away and taking a chance. And so you guys are going to have an opportunity to, there's an opportunity coming towards you. It says spring. I'm shooting this pretty much, by the time I upload this, it'll be the spring. So it says here, New Moon, the Maiden within 1 to 3 months. 1 to 3 months. We have here 1 here, but there's an opportunity that's coming towards you that the universe wants you to say yes to. So I said they weren't going to give you a lot of advice. This is, okay, so for the previous group, they told me a lot of what was going to happen because they needed that. They needed that reassurance because they did. You guys, you don't need a lot of reassurance. They're just telling you what to do. They're literally just showing you what's next, because they know you're already very open to possibilities, and they know you're very intuitive, and you already know like what's coming here. So what's coming next for you is they want you to know, if you allow yourself to be vulnerable, take a chance, take a risk, make a change, break away, then there's going to be perhaps a contract for you to sign to work with someone. We have here a mediator too. Gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of the arguments. We have a man and a woman who's the mediator. So I think there's going to be a opportunity for you to sign a contract and travel somewhere different. This is going to afford you the independence that you've always desired for yourself. The independence that you've always desired for yourself. This opportunity is aligned with your purpose and what you've always felt called to do, which is to do something like very creative, go with the flow. So this is most definitely a change in your life that's being called to be activated, and it's asking for you to surrender, go with the flow of life here. Yeah, that's kind of what they're telling us. Let's go ahead and pull some cards and see what your higher self wants to say about what happens if you allow yourself to be vulnerable and say yes to the dress. 8 of Wands. Yeah. Tell us more. We have here 3 of Swords, reverse, and we have here 4 of Wands. Yeah, you're going to be happy. There's really nothing else to say for you, group number 2. You guys are going to be really happy, and I think you can sense this. There's going to be an opportunity probably for you to travel, because we have the travel card here. So probably an opportunity for you to travel, go somewhere different, live your dream life, be surrounded by a soul tribe of people who feel really positive to be around. And with the 3 of Swords, it's just going to be a very healing environment and healing experience for you, right? The 3 of Swords lately in my readings has been representing vulnerability. It's very interesting. I'm like, oh, is that heartbreak? No, it's actually been representing open your heart. So it's like your heart is going to expand. It's going to open even further. I think you're already a natural at this, but it's going to expand even further for you. Yeah, even that house 5 takes me to the heart energy. You want to clarify this mediator. Let's go ahead and get clarifiers. So we have here 10 of Pentacles. Okay, clarify the mediator for me. We have here Sun card. I feel like that's the contract, because we have here 10 of Pentacles and the Sun card. So I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to sign some kind of contract that's going to be very nice compensation, very abundant, perhaps an opportunity for you to work in connection with someone. The marriage card might not be like literally marriage. It might be a contract working with someone here, like working with someone, partnership, where you guys are going to create something together. That's going to be like a legacy of yours that you leave behind. But this is something that's going to make you very happy here. Okay, let me go ahead and take my camera phone down. Yeah, this is something that's going to make you super happy. Super happy. Happy and wealthy. Life is good. Let's see what they want to tell us about the Swords of Scales. Okay, we have here the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like it's a contract, something that's going to require you to commit. Someone wants to use your skills with that Knight of Pentacles. You have skills available. That's my college graduate, so that's when you've acquired the skills. Now, what do I do with the skills? What do I do with the Pentacle? Well, I invested into something here. Some people say the Knight of Pentacles is like slow movement, but to me, that's not what I pick up. I don't know, I don't really pick up that energy a lot. To me, I like the Knight of Pentacles. He's willing to put in the work. He's willing to take his time and be thorough. So I feel like there's an opportunity that's coming towards you where you're going to take the time to really decide and think through, okay, how am I going to build this and create this success here? Anything else you want to tell us about the Swords of Scales? We have here the 5 of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like the universe just wants you to know that you're taken care of when it comes to that abundance. Right? If you fear like, oh no, is this going to be a success? Because I feel like it might be something new, definitely new for you. I think you're going to ultimately see that it will turn out great. And it also says here with the Swords and Scales, here we have here chase, law, integrity, make amends, appeal, balance, due process, fair, even kill, legal matters. Yeah, I feel like you're willing to, with that Knight of Pentacles, put in the work here. You're signing a contract where you're saying, yes, I actually want to create this. I actually want to put in the work to make this a success. So with the mediator, maybe they're also encouraging you to negotiate. I feel like you're going to be very happy. Whatever the results are, do negotiate to make sure you get the most benefit that you can out of this contract here with this mediator energy. Do negotiate it. Okay, anything else you want to tell us about? You want to tell us anything about the good cheer? Let's see what we have here. The Queen of Wands. Ooh, popularity. Clarify the good cheer. And we have here the Knight of Pentacles again. Okay. Yeah. And the Hermit card. So this is kind of the energy of the connection that you're creating with other people. So the Queen of Wands is about someone who feels confident and confidently creative in what they're doing, confident in what they're doing. I feel like this is the people you're going to be surrounded by. This is kind of like my Gemini card, this good cheer energy, right? They look the same here. So to me, what this is saying is that these people are going to mirror you. They're willing to put in the work. They're hardworking. They're skilled at what they do. Perhaps talented. You know, the Queen of Wands to me would be quite gifted, quite talented, genuinely good at what she does. And mostly it's her energy, just very positive environment, positive people to be around. And with that Hermit card, that's about people who are deep too, you know, interested in creating an experience that helps them to expand spiritually as well. Yeah, and I was getting that sunlight as we got that Queen of Wands, that fire energy. I feel like that's for sure you. Okay. Anything else you would like to let this group know, guys? Flying through your reading. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, again, they're telling us about independence. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles, please. Yeah, so the person, I feel like the person who keeps showing up in this reading that you're signing a contract with is the Knight of Pentacles. So they're wanting to make you an offer. This person has thought it through. They're not like, you know, they're not careless. They're not careless. They've really thought about, how am I going to create a contract or a partnership with this person so that it's fair? So that the universe wants you to know already with the Swords of Scales that this person is trying to make this a very fair deal for you and make sure that you get what you need out of this situation. For sure, you are going to be getting a lot of what you need. You got the Nine of Pentacles. And usually the Nine of Pentacles, look at all the pentacles she has when it comes to what she invests in herself. Look, she has her hand on it. These are hers. And then that's the money that she's reinvesting into the business. So this woman pays herself first. So this is something that's going to really allow you to pay yourself and then save some on the side or reinvest that money if you want to as well. So you have more than enough to save, more than enough to spoil yourself. And then there's going to be a little bit extra on the side for you to reinvest into perhaps what you're creating. So with that 10 of Cups, a lot of happiness here. You know, I already said it. A lot of happiness. You're going to be happy. You're going to be excited. This is going to be a very ideal partnership here for you guys. It's going to allow you just to be creative. Let's see creatively what you're doing. You want to give them some guidance into like what they're creating, guys, with that House 5 energy. What are they creating? We have here something that you are going to master. Okay. Let's see. 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles, please. We have here the 2 of Cups. Okay, so that's about the partnership again. Clarify the 9 of Swords. And we have the 5 of Swords, Page of Swords. Ooh, there's a little something going on here. And clarify the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Hierophant. Okay, you know how I said there's an angel watching over you? I just want to double down on that message because we have the Hierophant and we have the 6 of Pentacles. And so 6 of Pentacles is like an angel in a way. It's like someone who's just willing to be generous. So the universe is really working to make sure that you are getting a very generous offer coming your way here, group number 1. Very generous offer. So they're not really telling me much other than this might be like a sacred contract that your soul signed to work with this person with this 2 of Cup energy. Could be like soul tribe, soulmate energy here where you signed a contract to like, this is going to be a really good partnership here, right? Because that marriage makes it really official. Here, this is like a really strong, powerful partnership for me to work with this person. I can trust them. You know, the universe is sending you all the signs like you can trust this person. This person has been divinely guided to you. And you guys are going to be putting in the work. The clarification for the Eight of Pentacles, you guys are both going to be putting in the work for this. So whatever this is that you're creating, you guys are both going to be putting in the work here. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be the ultimate collab for you. This is the ultimate collab that you've always wanted, perhaps, is coming your way. Yeah, so there are some fears. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Let's go ahead and clarify this energy. Can you tell me more about the Page of Swords, Five of Swords, Nine of Swords? Tell me more about this energy. King of Pentacles. Okay, and we have here the Nine of Wands. Oh! Okay, tell us more. Ooh. A whole story is unfolding. We have here Seven of Swords. Oh, okay. I feel like this is the person. The one who's coming towards you or making the offer. They showed up as a King of Pentacles here. Or is that clear? Is that clear all the way back here? It's not supposed to be all the way back here. Okay. Anyways. I think this person is trying to figure something out or navigate something. I wonder what the fear is. Let me pull my other deck to see what's going on. Can you clarify what all of this anxiety or fear is about? Okay, we have here Diamond. Diamond. Can you tell us more, guys? Okay, I don't know if this is on your part, but I think this person is maybe just as not unsure, maybe anxious. They're just like anxious about, there's just a lot of swords energy around them. But perhaps you might be feeling this too, a little bit anxious about signing this contract. I just want you to know that it's not that they're not trusting or anything, it's that this is a really kind person, really good person with good intentions, but I think they're afraid of what are they afraid of? Okay, so the clarifier I got for the fears that, you know, this person is experiencing, we have Five of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, which is usually like prayer, contemplation. This person's, okay, overthinker. This person's an overthinker. That's why we're getting all that swords. This person's an overthinker. It could be you too. But this person is most definitely an overthinker, because look what they got. Yes. At some point they're going to figure it out, and they're going to figure out what their heart is calling them to do. It says yes here, and we fear Diamond. It's like, this is the jackpot. Creative force, like spiritually, mentally, emotionally. It says here commitments. So I think this person is just afraid that, because they've been disappointed before, that people have not, or certain partnerships have not worked out, and they're like, I don't know. They're like, something's telling me to work in partnership with this person, but they have a lot of fears about whether this is like the right thing, if this is, you know, the pure intentions. They have pure intentions, but perhaps they might be worried about you here. But it says here, invincible spiritual power, purity, esteem, unconquerable force. So that's what it is. That's what the universe is trying to let them know. But if you have any fears about working with this person, just know that the universe is trying to reassure you that it's a Diamond. It's a yes. It's a heck yes for the universe. Yeah, really cool. Okay, so let me just go ahead and get some final advice for you, group number 2, and then we'll end your reading. See how we're doing on the battery. Advice for group number 2? Be the light you can be. Oh, I got Sun. Ha! We got Sun in Aquarius in the 11th house. Ooh, let's go ahead and clarify that energy. So you are a humanitarian, you're a giver, you are perhaps really good at communicating your ideas and concepts. You're meant to be seen in a community. Can you clarify that Sun Aquarius in the 11th house? You're a visionary. We have your Three of Swords. Five of Cups. Ooh, this is good. Juicy stuff. Very healing. We have your Temperance card. Okay. That's about alchemy. Okay. This is advice for them? Okay, maybe. Clarify the Three of Swords for me, please. We have here 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify the Five of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. Interesting. And clarify the Temperance for me. And we have here the Emperor. Okay. What is the advice? Well, they're saying yes again to the contract and working with this person. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the Emperor card. I feel like this is going to allow you to really step into your authority within yourself and feel confident about what you're doing and feel like you can be a leader and trust yourself and trust your skills. So what I'm getting, this is going to give you that reassurance that you need to just stay on path. I feel like you and this person both can rely on each other to cheer each other up, right? That good cheer. Cheer each other up and support each other. Be like, we can do this, we can. Yeah, I feel like the universe most definitely is working through you to just like create a higher vibe energy on this earth with that diamond, for sure. With the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups, they just want you to know there's a lot of healing and transformation that's happening and alchemizing that's happening. And I feel like the universe wants to acknowledge you. They're essentially saying that you've been putting a lot of work in yourself and they're so proud of this and they want you to keep continuing to do this. And that's why all of this abundance wants to come your way, essentially, is because you have been putting in this work to work on yourself. Yeah. Any final piece of advice for this group? We have here the Lovers. Yeah. That's the partnership again. And the Emperor. Okay. What do you want me to say about the Emperor? You want to clarify the Emperor for me? What do you want me to tell them about the Emperor? Okay, we have here Page of Wands. Take a chance. Make a risk, make a change, and break away. And Three of Swords again. Okay. So they want you to know that this healing, this opportunity, this abundance that's coming towards you, this is going to be an extremely empowering and healing experience for you. Very empowering and healing. And it does require for you to take a risk, take a chance, go somewhere different, perhaps travel, right? With that Page of Wands, go somewhere different here. But this partnership is the partnership that you're being divinely guided towards here, group number 2. Okay. So just trust that. Trust yourself. You're already doing it. There's not really anything I have to tell you other than there's something coming towards you. Like, subscribe to support. Let me know if this resonates. Thank you. Hey, group number 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this lovely adventuring, then this is going to be the reading for... if I can hold it, this is going to be the reading for you. Okay, it's so small, so it's easy to, you know. Okay, so first I'm going to go ahead and I will pull energies, then I will meditate with the crystal. I will unveil your oracle cards. I have my camera phone here that's going to show you that perspective. And then I will turn it off and then I will pull some tarot for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started and look into what does your higher self want to reveal to you, the perspective into helping you to see what is possible. What is possible? What will happen if you allow yourself to be vulnerable and open your heart? Open your heart. Open your heart to your dreams. Open your heart to possibilities. Okay. And both of the groups have been so interesting so far. Yeah. Right. They've been very different. Group number 3. Guide, style me into the energies of group number 3, please. Okay. So I feel like I was seeing a crescent moon and it was sitting in a wave and then the wave started spinning. What will happen if you allow yourself to be vulnerable and follow your heart is that you will feel so in tune, so relaxed, so comfortable, so happy to ride the waves of divinity. So happy to be connected to the universe, just content, so very content. And I was getting this energy of like the universe is like pushing you. I mean, of course, we have to take action. We have to take the inspired action, but the universe is just guiding you. It's very much guiding you towards where you need to go. And there's like not a lot. It's going to be so much easier than you think. Maybe sometimes we feel like it's a risk to be vulnerable, but the universe is like, this is home for you. Once you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you're going to be like, I'm home. I'm content. There's nothing, everything's, I think a lot of those expectations perhaps you had on yourself are going to be released. You're going to be content to just kind of ride the wave of divinity and see where life takes you. And you're going to release yourself, I think, of a lot of expectations of like success and doing this and then doing that. Yeah, really interesting. Let's see what else I can pick up here with the Green Adventuring here. I keep getting the same imagery. This time it was a fish that was riding a wave. It's like you're going to know your way, pretty much. It's like if you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you're going to know your way. I always say your dreams are your blueprint to how the life that you're supposed to be living here. So it's like once you start riding the wave, you're just going to know where to go. You're not going to be, like a lot of the anxiety and the pressure and the stress is just going to be gone. A lot of that's going to be gone, or you're going to know how to manage it with ease. Sorry, I like to get dramatic sometimes, and it's because I'm channeling and I just feel the energy. But I'm like, of course, we all go through ups and downs in our lives, but you're gonna know how to manage your obstacles, your fears with ease. Just so much ease wants to come towards this group, and it's just gonna be easier. And I know I've heard people say life is not easy, but or something about that. But connecting to source is, you know, once you get started doing, it's like ecstasy, and it's to live in that state of being for as long as you can, to sustain that is just incredible. You realize, wow, there's really nothing else I need other than this. Of course we need things. We need to eat, we need to use the bathroom, we need to exercise, we need to walk, but yeah, very relaxed. Okay, let's see what I can pick up from this crystal here. Yeah, I see someone just like dancing or lost in a song, lost in, you know, lost in it, lost in it, lost in it. Very Piscean, very, very much what I was describing. It's just like in it, in the energy, in the wave. So if you allow yourself to be vulnerable, like I'm seeing there's like people around you, there's energy moving around you, but you're just so content in yourself, in your space, in your body. With no need to, there's no anxiousness of like, I need to do something. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to be this. I need to be that. I need to go there. I need to go here. There's none of that. It's just like, I'm here. I'm present. I'm happy. I'm content. Yeah, I don't know. I'm being taken to this energy of, or story of, you know how celebrities feel like I'm not satisfied. And, you know, there's some admiration to that. I guess we admire that go-getting hustle culture. But I feel like that's going to be less appealing to you. For you, it's going to be more about the experience. So it's always going to be about the experience. And I feel like you're going to be like, okay, how can I create this experience, this Zen-like experience? And I'm just getting this energy, like the universe is just going to take you from club to club. It's like, you know, you're seeing someone dance. It's like, all right, let's go to this place. Let's go to that place. And you're just going to know. You're going to be like, oh, it's a continuous party. But this party is super relaxing and meditative. It's like a relaxing, meditative, endless party. That's what I'm getting. Very cool. Very interesting, because this is also green adventuring. But I think you're just going to be in that space of, this is what abundance is. You know, that to me is a definition of abundance, is when you're good. Your resources are taken care of. You're good. You're good. When we fear that, we fear not having it. That's when we get in trouble. And we hold ourselves to that. We hold ourselves, oh, not enough money, not enough this, not enough, you know, that really starts to cause a lot of stress. Okay. House 7, square. Ooh, interesting. We have here Kali liberation. We have here goddess. Yeah, I was feeling that. I was feeling the goddess energy. We have here flag, achievement, recognition. We have here youth, breaking free, mutable, rebellious. Strong-willed. We have here mature woman. We have grace, Grace, blessing, come to me, set me free. We have here harmony. Yeah, I was feeling the harmony and grace. I was definitely feeling that. And we have here forgiveness. Okay. So how much can we see? It's pretty okay. Okay. So, very interesting. I will probably pull some clarifiers for some of these here. But the first thing for sure, we'll go back in between you seeing the cards and then seeing my face. But it says here, grace, blessing, come to me, set me free. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. So to me, you're going to be in a very creative flow state. That's what's going to happen. If you allow yourself to follow your heart and be vulnerable, is you're going to be in a creative flow state. You're going to be living in the space of grace so much. And I was watching Oprah the other day, and she was telling someone about how she lives in that space. I think she was talking to Carolyn Miss. She was talking about how she lives in that space all the time. She has so much grace. She has so much grace for people, like so much forgiveness, ease, like, oh, okay, I'm not offended by that. Time to move on. That's what she said. She's like, I live in that space of grace. And I feel like that's something that you are going to be obtaining. It's like, you're going to feel like, I can live in this space of grace. I'm good. I'm content. I'm happy. I have everything that I need. I'm taken care of. And that's all I want to offer to other people too. Grace. We have here harmony. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. So you're also going to be, I think, just creating a life that is very harmonious, because you're just putting your heart and your love into it. So you're going to feel in harmony. Again, I was getting that stress-free here. There is something about, even this goddess, very stress-free. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. I mean, when you're a goddess, right, that goddess energy is so magnetic and so powerful. You know, if you imagine the Greek gods, right? It's like, they can go anywhere and do anything, be anyone kind of thing. That's the kind of freedom that you're going to be feeling. But it says here, nature, life force, and sensuality. So very powerful, sensual, creative energies coming through for this group. I feel like you definitely feel called towards some creative endeavors, and you're going to be getting a lot of recognition in this here because you're mastering it with your mastery flag. So it's not because your goal is to aim for the achievement, though that doesn't hurt for sure. But you're going to be feeling on top of the world because you're just doing something that it feels natural to you. And I think that's the thing that you feel called to the most, is like, I just want to be natural, like live in a way that's natural. This is your nature, life force, right? I just want to be my normal self, my natural self. I'm trying to figure out, what is that here with this youth energy, mutable, breaking free, rebellious. It says insecure. You're going to be pushing past those insecurities, and that rebellion, devolved rebellion energy makes for someone who just goes against whatever they want to go against because they're trying to prove a point. But when it's used, that mutable is also like that changing energy as well. It's like da 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 da. When it's evolved, you become very independent. You're strong-willed in a way that's really healthy. You're receptive to your own desires and other people. You've broken free, right? You're in this flow of constant change, mutable, right? Pisces energy, that wave. You're in this flow of constant change, and you're not afraid of it. You just go with it. You go with the change. You have your Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Finding self, it says. You're going to find yourself. You're going to know who you are. You're going to know what you want. We have a mature woman. You're going to know what you want. You're going to be very decisive about what you want, who you are, and the life you want to create for yourself. So part of you has probably felt stuck at times, and you not following your heart has kept you stuck. But when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, open, is you forgive those past situations, perhaps relationships with this house 7 and square energy, relationships that just have caused you some frustration and consternation in your own life. But all of these challenges here with the square energy, you're going to overcome those challenges, and those challenges will allow you to, and you're overcoming it by liberating yourself with that Kali. Kali is about purification through destruction. She's that shadow side of that feminine energy that we all need, who says, get rid of the falseness, get rid of the lies, get rid of the deceit, Be honest with yourself about who you are and what you want. That is what grown women do, right? They speak up for themselves. They actually say who they are, what they want. Those sorry, this is a little bit judgy, but those women, okay, like the housewives, right? The housewives fighting. These women are called housewives. They're seen as mature women to some extent in society, but they act like kids. They're unhealed and wounded, seeking fame and notoriety and all the wrong things for all the wrong reasons. Maturity is about seeking things for like that true connection to the heart and liberating ourselves. Okay, maybe you have the fame, but now you've imprisoned yourself to this immature state that cannot grow, that cannot heal. And I don't care if they're acting things out on that show. Even acting it out is enough to keep you in that state. A lot of those women actually end up going through like divorces in real life and a lot of ups and downs in their connections and their relationships because they haven't matured. So I'm getting that for a lot of you guys are maturing perhaps from lessons and relationships and connections that you've struggled in. They've taught you so much about yourself and who you are and what you want. And as a result, you're manifesting healthy connections, whether this is friendship, romance, or working partnerships. You are manifesting healthy partnerships that are going to create harmony and grace in your life, that are going to bring that into that space if you allow yourself to be vulnerable. So vulnerability is not just saying anything. Even Kali wouldn't accept that. Kali wouldn't just be like, oh yeah, just go say anything to anyone because you're mad and angry. No, we use our words with we're discerning with our words. We are impeccable with our words. So we say things with clear intent and we say things with pure intent, hopefully, for the sake of helping us and the other person who is listening on the other side. We don't just say anything. I feel like I'm passionate about that, I guess, when people are very careless with their communication. And I saw this growing up a lot. So I made it a focal point, a passion for mine to make sure that I worked on my communication skills and making sure I communicate from my heart. My heart. Yes, sometimes it's intellect, but it's my heart. It's either a detached state or it's from a loving state. Ideally, because I'm like, words hurt. Okay, Chris Rock? Words most definitely do hurt because most of that words, we internalize that. We internalize that stuff. And I think some of you are having to forgive the people who have made you internalize certain concepts and ideas about yourself. You've had to push past through this experience. But now the universe is saying, open your heart, and we will provide for you. So you feel like a goddess. You feel magnetic and taken care of. And your life is just overflowing with so much grace and harmony. Okay. I wanted to get a clarifier for the square. We have here Star card, healing, and Knight of Cups. Yeah. All of those challenging situations, I'm going to turn my phone camera off. So all of those challenging situations, we're here for you to learn contrast. I tell people this all the time. Those challenges are not there just to punish you. You're not being punished by no one or nothing. You're here to learn the contrast. You're here to understand, well, now that I can see what doesn't work, now how do I create a life that does work for me, that is healthy, healing, vibrant, thriving, positive? Here with that Star card and Nine of Cups, the universe is saying we want to give to you everything that you want. The universe already knows. Your soul has a specific mission every lifetime, every incarnation. It already knows what it wants to do. It already knows what it wants to learn. It probably already knows the next 2 incarnations, 3 incarnations here. But we have free will to decide, are we going to learn the lesson now or are we going to learn it later? The soul will not leave the body until you've learned the lesson. At least that's my understanding of it. So, yeah, it's interesting how they say that the square is supposed to be the challenge, but we have here the Star, Nine of Cups, which is about a life of ease and pleasure and healing and happiness and contentment. Okay, so let's clarify the House 7. And I want to get into the forgiveness a little bit more. Clarify the House 7. Yeah, 4 of Cups. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about the House 7? Okay, interesting. We have your Page of Swords, 4 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. All right, that escalated really quickly, didn't it? I think this is beautiful. So this is about, I feel like this is kind of in your energy right now, group number 3, where, you know, you are entering into a very magnetic state where perhaps you're opening yourself to entering into connections, friendships, or romance where you're getting to know people because you're curious, right? You're curious about who they are. You're curious about what they're interested in. And these are people who perhaps ultimately you can see yourself creating a long-term partnership with, that house 7. So, you know, it always starts from curiosity. Hey, let's talk to each other. Let's get to know each other. You know, one thing I was looking into, and I will have probably posted it by now, is into the different types of relationships, like karmic relationships, soulmates, divine counterparts, twin flames. And then we have sacred mirrors. Sacred mirrors is just everybody on this earth is a sacred mirror to you. But one thing I was really curious about was like the purpose of every relationship. Dude, I just lost my train of thought. That was weird. But every relationship is here to help you understand more of yourself and what makes you happy. I forgot where I was going with that. Sorry. Okay, let's tell us more about the forgiveness. I want to get nosy. They brought up the same cards. That was weird. Page of Swords and the Four of Cups. Yeah, so I think some of you have had some kind of connections. Perhaps it's the person you are currently in a relationship with where you've had to forgive some of their past experiences and things that they've done that have hurt, you know, and you guys have fought each other. You guys have perhaps communicated in a way that's not the healthiest. You guys have been disconnected from one another. But that's still an opportunity, you know, with this Page of Swords and the Four of Cups, there's still an opportunity. Like the cup is offered here. There's an opportunity for forgiveness to happen, for us to connect and to reconvene and communicate, you know, what probably didn't work out and what's going on. Or, you know, how can we create a better connection between the two of us here? Yeah, tell us more about the forgiveness. Yeah, it's like the words we say. I think, you know, all of that energy came out for a reason. We have the Hierophant. Commitment. Yes, I just remember what I was going to say. Every relationship takes work. It doesn't even matter if it's a soulmate, a karmic mate. It doesn't matter. It all takes the same amount of work because we have to learn each other from beginning to end. Like, we have to learn each other. You don't know that person. They might feel more familiar. They might have a lot of unconditional love to offer to you. But a person could choose to be or stay with a karmic mate. I don't know if it's necessarily bad to not, but it's going to help you to understand challenges, right? Challenges if you are with a karmic mate. But even a soulmate, it doesn't matter. Like, I've seen people with soulmates, they got the same issues as everybody else. They got the same issues as everybody else, okay? Even a divine counterpart, it don't matter. The divine counterpart technically is someone that you have no karma with because you've never experienced them in a previous lifetime. It's totally new. It's a totally new experience. And I feel like it's going to be your final partner here on Earth. That's what I was kind of picking up, but who knows? So more research to get done there. But yes, commitment is commitment, period. It doesn't matter what relationship it is. It's a divine counterpart, soulmate, twin flame. It don't matter. It all requires you to know thyself, to stabilize your emotions, to offer the olive branch, to connect, to love, to choose love over fear. It all requires the same ingredients. Anything else you want to tell us about forgiveness? We have here the Magician. Okay, tell us more about that. We have here Two of Wands. Tell us more. Yeah, when you choose to forgive and open your heart, that's a chance, an opportunity for you to alchemize and turn everything into gold. Yeah, with the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups here, that's an opportunity for you to open your heart again and start again like new. Like a child. Kids forgive so easily. Oh my gosh, kids forgive so easily. They're just like, it's okay. It's done. It's over with. It's done. But then, you know, when we get to the point where we're internalizing a lot of things, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, he did, let's say, he put the remote in the wrong place. It pissed me off, but it's like, it's not about the remote, right? It's about something else that was not taken care of. Maybe we're needing to retrace our steps and figure out what the heck really bothered us. And that's what we're here to do. That's the heavy hitting work. We are here to know ourselves, to acknowledge, to take accountability. Like, whether people take accountability for their stuff or not is up to them. But are we going to take accountability for ourselves so we can free ourselves? So we can free ourselves and just live in peace. Okay. Let's see what else they want you to they want to let you know. Group number 3. I'm feeling so passionate about your reading. Clarify that card, please. We have here. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, with the Devil card and the Five of Swords, right? Five of Swords is about, we can't win this argument. And in fact, the universe, the guides, God, source does not want you to decide who's the winner in this argument. That's not what the universe is here to show you. It's not how to win an argument. It's here to know who you, like, how can you be loving and forgiving? Can we be forgiving? Can we be forgiving and loving? That's always the hardest thing, but it's always going to be so much more easier for you, right? That's what they're saying, is like that vulnerability, that heart, that forgiveness, it's going to make your life easier. Not only that, it's because we hold things in our body. We trap that energy in there. We trap the trauma. And that's why no matter what, if we don't forgive, we're going to have to relive it because we're a magnet for it. We keep calling it to us because we haven't let it go. We trapped it in there. So if we untrap that experience, we forgive, we move on, we let go, then life is good. Life is good. Part of us is addicted to drama or addicted to struggle. And that's the part that is like the mind, the ego is addicted to that, but it doesn't feel good. You know, it tears apart our immune system, our body, our emotions, our ability to dream and to dream freely and to move and to be inspired. It really takes a toll on that. Ask yourself, is it worth it? Okay, tell us more. We have here Six of Swords. Choose to move towards the light. Leave it all behind. Live your life of happiness. Can you tell us more about the Six of Swords? They want you to choose to heal. Group number 3. They want you to choose your healing above all else. You forgive for you. You forgive for you. By the end of the day, we are made to be selfish. But this is the kind of selfishness that the source wants us to understand is love and forgiveness. That's the kind of selfishness. Give myself love. I'm going to forgive so I can just stay in and be in a state of love and harmony right now. Okay, let's see whatever advice they want to offer to you, group number 3. Pisces, Sun, 11th house. Yeah, I was getting a lot of watery energy, go with the flow kind of vibes. That's what you guys are being called to. That is what you, like, it's all going to flow. It's all going to flow away. Flow away, flow to, and throw, I don't know. Can you clarify the Sun, Pisces in the 11th house, please? You know, the people who have been hurt the most actually tend to be some of the most compassionate people. The people who have been disappointed the most but have chosen to forgive have the most compassion for the people who are struggling and who are going through things. They're the ones who can relate to people who are struggling. That's why it's valuable, actually, when you do go through those painful experiences, as karmic as they may be, that liberation, that kali, that purification for the sake of destruction, or purification through destruction, serves as a way for you to be this like incredible powerhouse for offering to people like real compassion, love, and connection to themselves. You can teach people how to overcome those obstacles by being an example. Do you want to tell us more about the Sun, Pisces and the 11th, please? Yeah, they want you to put in the work. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, he's my college graduate. He has the skills. You got the skills. You got the tools. You have the tools, group number 3. You've used the tools. Right here, we got the Magician. You got all the tools you need. You got all the tools you need. You don't need another course or another this or another that or another that to figure it out. You have the tools inside of you. You know how to do it. You just need to activate it. You need to activate it, right? And also, like, sometimes it takes time. There's layers to forgiveness. There's layers. I mean, they always say it's like this, but, you know, I'm like, okay, the layers, whatever. there's layers to it. And one moment you'll feel like, oh, I've forgiven. And then next thing you know, you're sitting in the middle of your living room watching a movie and you're like, oh, I remember that thing that happened to me when I was 12. Now I'm really sad and now I'm pissed. You know, things like that happen, but they always come up when they're supposed to. It may be an inconvenience for us for our emotions to show up when we don't want them to, but I'm telling you, they show up when they need to. You process a lot of that childhood trauma in adulthood because you're ready for it. You can handle it. Psychologically, you can handle it. As a kid, you can't process it. So you're protecting yourself. You're in a protected state up until you're an adult, and then you have to process it. Okay. Tell us more about that Sun Pisces in the 11th house. We have here the Ten of Pentacles. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles for me, please. We have here the Eight of Wands, Five of Wands. Okay, interesting. A lot of energy again. For some of you, maybe this is a conflict around family that you've experienced a lot with that Ten of Pentacles energy. That Five of Wands. And there's just a lot of energy. I'm getting, some people are just not going to change. And they're not, and honestly, we might want them to change, but their soul might be saying that they're going to experience so much growth until they're ready to move on to the next. Sometimes do you ever question why some people are more evolved than other people when it comes to their level of consciousness? Not to say you don't know if your parent might evolve at some point to the level that you're at, or the expansion, you know, be more open as you are. But sometimes those people are put in place so you can wake up. Those people are put in place so you can wake up. That's it. Like your soul called to be put in this struggling circumstance. Perhaps it is a karmic situation, unresolved issues, but your soul called to wake up quick, fast, sooner in this lifetime. And so it's going to put you through, right, with the diamond, it's going to put you through that pressure early on. Spiritual leaders, very in tune, intuitive people, spiritually intuitive people are very sensitive. They're very, very sensitive. And I feel like with that Sun Pisces 11th house, you guys are very sensitive. You're very sensitive. And perhaps sometimes you're like, why am I so sensitive? Why do I have so many emotions? What am I supposed to do with all of these emotions? It's so overwhelming at times. It's so you can be that compassionate leader to other people. Okay, what else do you want to let this group know? I feel like I'm just like, I don't know. I think I'm channeling. I'm hella channeling your energy group number 3. Your stories. Your stories. That sun is about vitality and light. You're always meant to be the light wherever you go, group number 3. What else would you like to let this group know? Advice. Ace of Wands, new beginning. Page of Cups. Yeah, they want you to create a new beginning. Again, it's like returning back to that childlike mentality of forgiveness. You know what's funny? My guides wanted me to do a reading about family dynamics. I'm like, okay, I can do a reading like that. But I'm like, I want to do something more positive and uplifting. But to be honest, we're kind of going back to that in some of the piles. But with this Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, sorry, Ace of Wands and the Page of Cups here, they want you to, like, again, like a child, like, you can be happy again. You can create that new beginning. You have the tools to do it here. You have the tools to do it. Harmony, care, creativity. Creativity is a great way for alchemizing. I love, or honestly, I kind of relate to that one artist. I can't remember her name. Allet, something like that. She was huge in the 90s. But she said that creativity is cathartic. It's not necessarily healing. So it kind of helps you to see things. And that's true. I would have to agree as someone who felt like, you know, that was all I was going to be, was an artist. I feel like art is very cathartic. It allows you to process some things, but you have to sit with yourself. By the end of the day, it's like sitting with yourself. That's it. That's it. That's all it requires. Sitting with yourself. Seeing what are your limiting beliefs, what are your roadblocks, and then pushing past those roadblocks by taking action. So I think it's the whole thing. It's all part of that experience. All of it is here to heal you. It's like, okay, we need to sit with it. Maybe we need to create with it. And then ultimately we find a way to alchemize it. Our whole life is about alchemy. Our whole life is about alchemy. So trust your intuition to guide you. You want to clarify that Page of Cups energy, please? Okay, we have here 4 of Cups. Yeah, connect with your emotions is what they're hugely advising you to do. Make sure you connect with your emotions. And, you know, sometimes I talked about this in a speech I did last year, and I was like, it was called the Pandora's box. I'm like, I gotta open the Pandora's box. I'm like, sometimes I just don't process things. And processing things or allowing it to flow means like feeling it in the moment. It's like, I feel the pain and I feel it, just working with it, but not trying to attach a narrative to it. I think that's the most important thing. Don't attach a narrative to it. Allow yourself to process those emotions, though. Like, let it flow. That's it. Hold the space for it. Let it flow. Clarify that 9 of Pentacles, please. Ace of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a new connection that the universe wants to send towards you here that is going to make you happy. I mean, whether it's friendship or it's just you creating a new beginning in a current connection here. Your guides want you to open your heart. Tell us more about this Ace of Cups, please. Yeah, I think we got the 10 of Cups earlier. Yeah, so this might just be people who you work with. We have our 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. But the universe is calling for you to be in an environment where people are very supportive of you. They're caring towards you here. They genuinely care about you and how you feel and your emotions. So sometimes we're always concerned about not finding the right space where we feel like people care about us. But it's like the minute you start caring about your emotions, other people care about them too. That's just the way it works. The more you care about yourself, the more people care about you. That's what I think about celebrities. They love themselves, don't they? They love themselves. Well, to some degree. I don't know. In a way. They don't. Some of them don't. But they celebrate themselves. Therefore, people celebrate them. You just got to be unapologetic about it. It's like, my emotions deserve attention. And I'm going to give it to it. I'm going to give it to myself. Okay, so that's going to be the end of your reading here, group number 3. Obviously, I didn't want to end it because I just kept going and going. But that's going to be the end of it. Like, subscribe to support, and let me know if this resonates. Thank you.